Today is July 31st. We've got 3 hours remaining till the trade deadline ends, but the Yankees have made a move. They get themselves a high-end reliever. Back of the pen guy, DB Cooper.
Closer.
DB closer. Wow.
DB closer.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today. A little quick reaction episode here with the trade. Yankees have traded for David Bednar from the Pirates. He's been their closer for the last 3 seasons or so. He was originally with San Diego. They traded him the Pirates. He broke out as a stud reliever and closer. The Yankees have him for this season and next season, which is nice. And they traded Ramon Flores, a catcher in their system, and 2 others.
Rafael
Flores. Ramon Flores, another ex-Yankee at some point?
Could have been. Sounds right.
Could have
It
been.
rings a bell.
Good.
Could have been. Jake, are you happy?
Joe's James, BBD, everyone tuning in. I am happy. We needed a high-leverage bullpen guy, and Bednar is that. Born October 10th,
Oh.
1994.
That's birthday row for me.
That's a day off my birthday. That might be your dad's, or it's 2 days before. And yeah, like you said, he's got 101 career saves. He just went on a 22 or 23 game scoreless streak, and then that ended his last appearance. And yeah, I mean, I like the fact, I mean, this guy is a true closer, high-end reliever. Sure, it's been in Pittsburgh. And I also like last year, he went through bad times in baseball. You know, there's some tipping rumors. I think some of his numbers across the board were down, but he came back from that. So, and yeah, there was a lot of, while he was in Pittsburgh, he was from Pittsburgh, so he was super beloved, a true Yinzer. And yeah, he's a guy that's happy that the beard policy is now changed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy he's here. I mean, he's a guy that also keeps the ball in the ballpark, at least, and that's a good thing. I'm really looking forward to having him at the. I think he's closing for the Yanks. I know that we have the Weaver situation. We also have Williams and all of that, but I think he's the guy that I want closing.
Yeah, he's got the longest pedigree of being a closer.
Yes,
out of all of them. They traded for him. Another note, Ramon Flores made his debut in 2015 for the Yankees. He looked like this.
Okay.
Left fielder.
I remember him.
Yeah.
A little bit of May.
It's good.
Not him. Rafael Flores, who's been in, high A? Did he get the AAA this year?
He's out.
No one, does anyone, are people acting like they care about Rafael Flores?
I think
I'm
he
sure
is another, he climbed this year, and the Yankees cashed in on that opportunity.
Good for him.
Good for him.
So as far as the Yankees deadline goes, I like that there's still 3 hours left because I still think they need. I think they're going to do another move. It might be like who was the guy last year? De Los Santos, Ángel De Los Santos.
Flores is in
Yeah,
triple.
Anyel's the one they traded for last year. Yeri's the one who's on the team this year.
Just an arm to eat some innings and help out with long relief, but they may not. They might say this is it. We got our righty bats, we got our third baseman, and we got a high leverage reliever.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I would need to have faith is I would need Schlittler or Heel. One of them, probably Heel starting, Schlittler goes to the pen, and they help and they work out to kind of believe that they have enough there.
Edgeline Perez is also part of the deal, who's 19 years old. Makes excellent swing decisions
What are you reading that, or is that your scouting?
That's my scouting report as for Jeff Passan.
Edgeline.
That's what I said.
I'm glad you have the laptop to look smarter.
That's what I do.
Yes, I think there's a realistic side to this, that it's like, okay, Ryan McMahon, who's going to be a third baseman for us for 2.5 years, David Bednar, who's going to be a closer for us for 1.5 years, or high-end reliever. I am excited to see Boone dance around the upcoming questions, because I don't think he's just going to assign it. You have the audio on in your phone, Chos. and are you on TikTok? Just scrolling.
No.
That's crazy.
I closed the app.
So you were. I'm going to be very interested to see because Bednar and Devin Williams' timelines as closers aren't that far off. Bednar has 101 career saves. Williams has 85. All righties. Bednar is better versus lefties. And I guess I can double check where Devin's at after that Josh Lowe bomb he gave up. But yeah, and do they start stretching out Weave more? Like, does Weave go back into being a 1.2 type option for them? I think they're still looking for another reliever. I'd love another lefty. Like Tim Hill is getting put through the absolute ringer. That's where I'm landing. Or I think they're going to make one more trade. I think it's a lefty reliever or it's a starting pitcher to ensure that Schlittler or Warren or someone with length can go to the bullpen.
You don't like Brent Hedrick and what he's been doing?
I do like what
I actually kind of do too. I don't think you can bank on it, but he had a couple innings there. You know how sometimes I say I don't notice pitchers?
Right.
I noticed.
You
he
noticed
had a type of four seams top of the zone that I was like, whoa, that's a nice pitch, BH.
So are they sending down Cam for this?
Photo.
You think?
What?
They sending on Cam. What do you think is the corresponding move for this?
Yeri.
Yuri?
Yeah, I think Yeri and Hedrick are the easier moves because they have options and you can send them down. Can Bednar get here and finish this game if it resumes in 2 hours?
I'd like to think you have to have your roster set for one game.
Yeah.
Unless it gets moved to another day. Like we saw with that Red Sox Toronto where Danny Jansen played
There's
for
that
both
guy.
teams.
There was that guy, Johnny Youngblood, who played for 2 teams in one day. But
Wait, but are you sure?
But you're right. The game probably didn't start. The second game probably didn't start.
I think your active roster for a game can't change on the same day.
True. Yeah, that's right.
Who knows? I'd have to reread the rules.
I was thinking like Chase Headley, but he was traded.
Yeah,
Yeri
and Hedrick have options left. I think it would probably be Yeri because then you keep the lefty Hedrick alive. So if this game resumes, Yeri's probably going. Brubaker, they can't send down. Loizaga, they can't send down.
Oh, if this game resumes, Yeri's out there throwing bullets. Yeah, there could be something to like Cam Schlittler getting one more start this weekend, getting sent down for 10 days, and them saying he's getting ready for a relief role if they need to juggle bodies. I don't think they'll have to. I mean, we'll see what else they get done. And then, yeah, I'm also interested to see. Well, I know nobody obviously wants to. Well, actually, the Talkin Yanks fans are better than this when we're talking about Brian Cashman because the internet gets as bad as it can get, as quick as it can get.
Fairbanks and Walls just switch clubhouses?
That's a conversation. Now there's been 4 closers traded. I'd have to look at the packages, but I think the Bednar package might be the lightest prospect-wise, again,
it was the last. He was one of the 4. He was the 4th to go.
Right. So he was the last to go, and you have to do years and stuff like that. But that's going to be...
you're including Miller? Because that's 5 years.
Right. It's a whole different thing. But I am saying, like, Yankee fans see Mason Miller gets traded, and so why don't we got Mason Miller? So it's going to be...
I would like to get Mason Miller.
It's going to be interesting to look back and see what those packages look like. And then I don't know if we want to have this conversation now because it leads into more stuff, but we were talking about this beforehand. If Judge were to come back in 10 days, something has to happen to the active roster that we're all assuming is Peraza, which would then mean Rosario's the backup shortstop, which Booney alluded, they kept saying the word in a pinch.
In a pinch.
Which, with our current situation at shortstop, he'd like to have something a little better than in a pinch. So that's the other wild card situation that if Cashman goes top rope, it's something from the roster, but I don't know what.
Is Rosario fast?
Yes.
Okay, so you have speed on the bench with him if you lose Peraza.
Yep. And he's become the team hype guy instantly, which is kind of big.
Okay, yeah.
His beard's pushing the limits.
Obviously.
Yeah. Biggest beard by a lot.
What are we doing with with catcher? Because both of them, in some situations, certain lineups, they might try to put both of them in the lineup.
I think they will.
Which is, that's kind of weird. Like, in a game, like if your catcher goes down, you kind of lose your DH.
I think in general, teams are just less scared of doing it. Like the Mariners have to do it a lot because Cal is special.
I think
Yankees don't have a special situation.
I think when Goldie isn't starting at first, Rice will start at first. And when Goldie is starting at first, Rice will catch.
Yeah. then that's the thing. Like, if something happens to your catcher, then you got to try to move things
Well,
around.
that-
But
well,
they did say Slater
that's
plays
fine if
first.
you have-
No,
at
that
first,
means,
that's
that
what
means
Jim's
I don't
saying.
have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have the first baseman
Ellie
go to
can play
catcher.
first.
Yeah, no,
Move guys around.
those are the two weird wrinkles right now. Ben Rice is leadoff catcher today, our second leadoff catcher of the season.
Because that bats have been great.
So then it's
I love his at-bats.
like you said, you either have your two catchers are in the lineup, and you don't have a backup shortstop. Which, hey, again, Ahmed Rosario has played it in his career, and they're going to stick with Volpe. Like we've seen all of this now, and the hitting out of the break, which we'll talk about a little bit on Talkin Yanks later. But yeah, it's the current flaw with the offensive lineup construction, and it's just a matter of what else are they going to add with Heel coming back, with Leiter supposed to be back for the Texas series, and Cushy Dreams are going to be back, because Cushy Dreams are always back. They're the best in legal cannabis. They just got better. You know our friends at Cushy Dreams for their great THC products, cannabis. Everyone loves their gummies. You like me, Jim, and Joe's? Go check out our JJTV channel. Guts, whatever we're doing on there. Usually Cushy Dreams is heavily involved. They got the flower. They got the gummies. Whatever you're looking for, indica, sativas, hybrids, they got it. So why don't you head over to Cushy Dreams, cushydreams.com. Use code JOHNBOY, and you are going to get 20% off all the gummies, all the smokable flower, the entire store. Code JOHNBOY at checkout, 20% off at Cushy Dreams. What's you got, Jimbo?
There's more stuff that's roster construction. That's probably we'll probably have to do. Hopefully, we do another episode. Well, we're doing another episode to recap the Rays series /
And big picture of the
big
deadline.
picture of the deadline and big picture of the roster construction. I was on my drive to the office today. I was like, well, so when Judge comes back, just Stan homered. I'm like, and he can only DH, so Stan's just not around. That's crazy.
They might play him in the field. Did they say anything definitive about that? They said that Stanton was going to be the one to determine whether or not he could play right field or not.
And how much?
Right, and how much.
Audio only, Jimmy's giving Joe's what I'd call crazy eyes.
Stan can't move.
I know.
That
What
they
do you-
can play
I
him in
can't-
right field.
Do you want to just relegate him to just bench?
No, it's just a very tough spot of a roster. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
No,
to
I
this question.
agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like,
But Stan,
maybe that's why the Yankees got those outfield options that are going to get DFA'd, that you said.
it's if Judge can come back,
Though,
play.
I mean, I think at some point they'll probably try to hide Stanton in the corner until it comes back to bite them, or
Yeah.
do 5-6 inning games with him.
But I'm saying, what would you rather? Would you rather Stanton start in right field, get his first 2 at bats, and then you take him out
Right.
for defense or,
just-
a pinch runner, or save him on the bench to be a drag and drop off of a shitty reliever?
I think it depends on the matchup, and they're going to do both. And I think it's, I think they realize the situation they're in, that I think Judge is going to end up out there at some point this year, and it's just, does he actually have like a throwing limit on?
He has to.
Has to.
Because he's got flexor strain leads to UCL.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like everything I was reading was like, no, he should not throw a ball.
For how long did they say?
They said 10 to 14, and it's been what, 5 days?
And that's before he'll start testing it in practice.
But if he unloads one
Yeah.
at any point the rest of the season, it's scary times.
Well, we've seen him limit himself in the outfield.
He's got a good limiter. All right, so Bednar's out there. I think I would like there's 3 hours. Okay. I don't expect anything besides a sloppy reliever, but I would love another higher end reliever. I would love a backup shortstop that they will actually utilize in between Volpe rest days, because we've seen the trend of what happens to Volpe over the course of a season. So those are still on my wish list. Not going to happen.
Wandy. Call the Padres for
Wandy's
Wandy.
contract's crazy.
Yeah.
They'd have to trade and
The reason he went
renegotiate.
there.
Renegotiate.
Yeah. San Diego, you're going to have to eat some. And I think he's been pitching well for them lately.
Yeah.
Danny Kalum's the name that I've seen a lot. Like, his numbers are just really good. And then, yeah, that just would give you a lot of flexibility. Like, that would keep, like, even if you send Hedrick down for the next injury, he's ready to go. And you've got 2 lefties. And Tim Hill needs 15 minutes. I don't know.
I got scared. I thought
A,
it was my
a good
phone.
Tim Hill timeout? Who says no? Not Tim Hill.
They all need a break. They all need a
all
break. They
helps.
need some early leads.
Yeah.
They need this game called for rain and the next 3 pitchers to lock it down with some leads. Be very nice.
Call the game.
Wins. Call the game. It's
Call the
over.
game.
It's going to rain for
The
you.
getaway
Trade
day.
Hamilton, yeah.
If you haven't seen the YouTube, Joe's got short. We'll be back. There's going to be another episode coming up. You should have done the whole app like that. That's so funny.
That's good.
That's what-
If we all did the whole show like this, we look like miniatures.
Oh, the Twin Stripes.
Welcome to the 10 straight buck.
Bye.
Go Yankees.
And thanks for subscribing.
And liking.
What's that?
Go around. Gurf.